Welcome back to Aska, where we have some excitement immediately. So while we deal with the excitement of me not having everything I need, because I don't have a why don't I have a bow? Is that because I died last time? I don't know. Well, what do we do with this guy? Alright. Oh, there's another guy coming. He's a white, but he just takes forever. Let me take a quick nap here while he guy shows up. Anyway, so last time we talked about winter prep and getting that going, and I did mention a little bit about scheduling and how that was going to be important as well for getting some progress done. And I stand by that. We are going to be talking about scheduling today. And let's they've got it. They've got it. I don't have to worry about it. And we have a beautiful amount of food in here. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? All right. That is amazing. Let's go ahead and stash it away. All right. So, proper introduction. Welcome, everybody, back to the Aska guide, where a blood moon has decided to venture into our midst, and that has mean that I'm distracted and frazzled because that is my natural state normally. So you can imagine when I'm also getting a blood moon while trying to start a recording. So yeah, so we talked about winter prep. Today I want to try to see if we can talk about schedules properly, and I want to see if we can set up the archery range. Maybe set up some heavy linen stuff for our warriors, and possibly, most likely, because I think we're going to need it, set up a healing hut, because that's still not something that we have going on. Partly because, well, we haven't really cleared off everything that needed to be cleared off in the center of the village. So that's going to have to happen. But while we're waiting for more lovely gentlemen to keep showing up here and distracting us, let's go ahead and go into one of our builders here. I actually have 3 builders now, which I just noticed that I have that. Oh. Might have to look into maybe changing that. Let me see. Do you guys have special stats? No. Nope, that's the wrong one. All right, so yeah, you guys are going to remain builders, or I'm going to assign you to something else. So I think I'm going to make these guys our permanent builders. Matilda, Fina, and Ulfhild will be, for now on, our permanent builders, just to make things simple. That way I know these guys are always our builders. We will only get... Oh my god, look at this disaster. We will only get new builders, or we will only take everybody else and make them, or use them for other things. Can I make myself some arrows? Please, let me make some arrows. Missing components, feathers. Oh, fall is coming to an end. Ooh, that's not great. We still got people living in shelters. We really got to get them inside inside that cottage. So I'm going to look at these guys, and I've come up with 2 separate ways of having scheduling done. Okay, you got your traditional: one person works during the day, one person works at night, and then you have a 3-shift day that I use for buildings that can have 3 people if they need it. That is the important part, right? Because sometimes you're not going to need that many people in a building. For example, a farm, honestly, a farm running 3 plots only needs 2 people. One during the day, one at night should be more than enough to run it almost 100% efficient. I don't know why they have 6 slots in the farm, because honestly, all you're going to do is have a bunch of people standing around, as far as what I can tell. But let's go ahead and enter into Matilda here. She has tireless vitality. Pina. Do we have a nighttime person here? We don't have a nighttime person here. But we also don't have a daytime person, which is the other thing that I was worried about. Okay. Yep. No daytime people. Okay. We gotta. I have 1 arrow. Oh no, I have 19 arrows. Wow, that arrow went to Kingdom Come. Yep, we got some whites coming up. The hitbox on that is a little big. There you go. Awesome. All right. So there is no day or nighttime buffs, so there will be no debuffs based on where I put them to work. So we're going to go ahead and create. We had already started kind of making extra shifts. I'm going to go ahead and delete these, and I'm going to create them with you guys from the get-go. Okay. So our shift 1 is going to be like this. Let's go with sleep. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to have a leisure time when they wake up. Then from then on, it's going to be work up until 1,300 hours, which then moves on to some leisure time at 1,800 and 1,900 hours, and then sleep. Okay? We're going to create that as shift 1. Save. Now, we're going to move on to, yes, we're going to apply that. We're going to move on to Fina. And then we're going to make the shift 2. Let's do the leisure times first here. We'll take these out. Leisure time at 500. 10 and 11. And 20. Everything else here is going to be sleep. Did I do that right? I did. Okay. That still gives us 4 plus this block, which is 11 hours. 12 hours. 12 hours of work. Okay. And still they have 8 hours of sleep. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 hours of sleep. We're going to create and shift 2, save, apply. And there should be somebody coming up on us. Oh, nothing yet. Okay, cool. Then let's go on to Hilt. Let's go ahead and create our 3rd shift, which is going to have leisure hours at 2 and 3, 12, and 21. And then everything else. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's fine. Nope, I got this wrong. Sleep in here. Then work. There we go. And that is going to be shift 3. Save. Apply. Why am I setting up this super weird way of setting up shifts? Make sure that I'm not going to get attacked. Because this is, after all, both a guide and a Let's Play. Still trying to get some progress going. Right. So if you look in here, and we actually open up their schedules, right? You're going to notice that for most of the day, actually for half of the day, if we're being honest, there will now always be 2 builders at all time for those 12 hours. And then for the other 12 hours of the day, there's going to be at least 1 builder at all times. Okay. This is awesome because that means that it spreads our coverage very well. Everybody gets to have leisure time. They are not all taking leisure at the same time. They're not all bunching up against areas to get water or food or sit at the at some of the stations, which we haven't built, but we should. All that situation is going to be eliminated just by the merit of setting up this 3-shift schedule. Okay, we will always have coverage of builders, and this is something that we're going to be setting up as well for the barracks and for the archery range. This ensures that we have coverage everywhere that we need to have coverage. Okay. All right. Now we also have a different set of coverage, and that's going to be here with the, I'm going to actually do it here with the farm. And I actually think we've already set, no, they're still not set up properly, so we'll have to do that now. Am I really not getting another spawn? I've been sitting here this whole time waiting for nothing. All right, so the other set of coverage that we're going to have, let's go ahead and close these guys down, is going to be a day and night coverage. And I'm pretty sure that I've already set it up properly. So let's see, load, day. All right, do you have a... You are Sunrise Vigilant and Daylight Devotion. So you definitely have to work during the day. Okay? And give me 1 second. I will be right back. Alrighty. So, back to the scheduling. Sorry. So, Ira, you have a daylight buff. So you cannot work at night. And how about you, Halvar? Halvar, hopefully you do not have a daylight buff. You don't care. That's good, because I'm going to switch you to nighttime. So we're going to load, night, apply. Now you're going to notice that there's not going to be the same coverage as when you have 3 people working, right? There's not going to always be one person working. There's not going to always, or 12 hours of always at least one person working and 12 hours of 2 people working. But you're going to have coverage both day and night. And that's going to mean that no matter what's happening, the farm is always going to have someone working on it for the most part. There's going to be progress going, even if these guys are taking breaks. Okay? So, now that we've talked about schedules, and I finally been able to go through that, something that I've been wanting to go through forever, and actually sit down and talk about it properly. Let's go ahead and look at setting up an archery range. Okay? Now, I also need to get a hammer and kill these, or farm these guys, so that I can... I don't know what happened to all my stuff. I don't know why... that's right. I want to go get some... what do you call it? Thatch. Why are you stuck there? I went to go get some thatch, and I dropped off all of my things so that I can have more space for thatch. So essentially, I don't need this. Let's keep the simple bow. Simple bow's better anyway. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of a nap here. I'll get some food, some water, and we will set up the archery range. So the archery range is going to be awesome for just training up some archers. Having a frontline group of melee guys and then archers pecking at people from the back is awesome. So setting that up properly is going to be an amazing boon. And I think that I'm going to set up the archery range right next to the barracks on this side. This hill might complicate things. Oh, that should be good. They are pretty big buildings, so they're going to need quite a bit of effort, or quite a bit of space. Let's go get a damn knife. I need a knife and a hammer. I don't have a knife or a hammer. It's problematic. We're not constructing knives and hammers? Is that what we're doing? No knives? Are you making a knife? Please tell me you're making a knife. I have knives in here. Do I have hammers in here is the question. I don't, because I'm pretty sure that I'm trying to steal all the hammers from everybody spawning in. But we do have a knife now. Okay. Well, let's look at somebody that's not a builder. Like you. You are part of the farm. Give me that hammer. Thank you. I'm going to pin this here so that I can see what they're doing. Then I'm going to go farm or harvest these guys so I can get some of my stuff back. From this moment forward, I'm going to stop having so much of a guide mentality. I still want to, I'm still going to be working as a guide, and I'm still going to be, you know, trying to guide people. But I'm going to go a little bit more let's play, a little bit less cutting out, just because as time goes on. Oh, I got to start using the new thing that just came in this update, which is amazing. I don't know if you guys noticed it on the screen there. So now instead of sitting there and spamming E to collect things, you can just hold E and it will collect everything around that is the same thing. And that is absolutely amazing. So hold T. All the bones in the area are collected. Hold T. All the arrows in the area are collected. That is awesome. Amazing. Great change that we got going on here. No. It's going to allow me to get my arrows a lot quicker. Because I need my arrows back. As the archery range is being set up, we're going to have to build our population to also have 3 set of archers. Let's grab my arrows. Awesome. So much better. Such a great addition to the game, honestly. All right. So let's see how we're doing as far as population growth here. We only have 2 slots here. We just finished building this, which makes sense. Let's go ahead and take these guys out of these shelters. That should mean that, yep, there's only 1 person now that's in the shelter. That's great. We'll keep that person in that shelter for now, and let's add some beds here. B, interior, thatch bed. All right, and we're going to pin one of these first so they deconstruct it without getting distracted. Firewood storage. And I'm going to do the same thing I did in the other one. I'm going to add an additional set of beds here. I think that that is a good idea. I think that's what I did. That's going to double, or not double, but increase our capacity by 2, which is going to be amazing. Do I still have thatch? Look at all this incredible food. Look at that. This guy's rocking it. Keep on going, buddy. You're doing great. Now I just need to move all. The transfer all button. Which, oh, we only got 4? Darn. Now, I had talked about before that reeds do not seem to regrow. And that might possibly be because I'm never near the beach. And apparently, there's been a bug in the game that... Okay, let's make this one first. There's a bug in the game that doesn't allow things that are not near the player to regrow. So that might be a situation where the reason why our reeds were not growing was because of me not being near that area. So if this is something I'll have to keep on working on and seeing how it changes over time. Because in my live stream, I have not seen a change yet. But then again, the change just happened this morning for me. So definitely won't see a change that fast. Okay. Stuff. Watch him continue to work on that archery range. The archery range does have 3 separate build steps, so that's going to take a bit. Let's go get some thatch so I can build at least a couple more beds. If I can get at least 12 thatch, which I probably should have brought my sled just to make that a possibility, it'll increase our bed count by just a bit, which is great. Man, let's get one more Jotun blood while I'm out here. That way I can get that eye working. Another thing I did not talk about when I was doing the changes to the schedule was the fact that I've been trying to add numbers or letters to denote what shift these guys are going to be on. That way I don't mess them up if I ever have to do something like put everybody to sleep or put everybody to work or something like that. Let's do that really quick. So this builder, you are on shift 1, so next to her name, Matilda, to put builder and 1. It's going to tell me that she's a builder on shift 1. Okay. Then next to Finia, you're on shift 2. Finia, you're going to be builder, shift 2. Later on, it's going to be important that you do have extra builders running around, even if they're not doing anything, because you can get them to help you with some of the rituals that you can do from killing bosses. Okay, so when you kill bosses, if you go in here and you go into magic, we've placed a wooden altar down. We have not placed a healing hut, which we really need to. A raven altar will allow you to turn into a bird for some time. It is very limited, so it's really not that useful. And then you have the runestones. So these runestones give you buffs, but you need somebody at them basically chanting for you to get the buff. So having those builders kind of just not doing anything, that way you can add them to that, is actually really useful. Let's go down here, see if we can't get some... These flax bushes are supposed to give us more fiber, or so they say in the update, but what I think they were talking about is the ones you grow, not the ones in the wild. I don't think the ones in the wild give you any more fiber. All right. 2. Might be able to get over. I'm going to drop this firewood. I don't need that. Eventually, I do want to build a road all the way coming up to this to the ocean. That way, we can talk about the fisherman's hut, because the fisherman's hut can be a really good supply of food early on, but it needs bait to work. And oftentimes, you're not really going to be settling by the beach, so it could be a bit iffy to get going. But if you do decide to settle by the beach because you found a really good spot that has everything you need right by the beach, then a fisherman's hut would actually be very, very useful. All right, that's it for that. Let's go ahead and head back. Do have to turn off that that HUD marker for the guy that died last night. So let's see if I can get any damn feathers so I can make my arrows. Since our hunters keep stealing all our arrows. Oh, of course I broke my pickaxe. Well, that means I can get one more thatch, doesn't it? Let me go grab another thatch since we can now. We have the space. All right. So go back. We'll build those beds. That means nobody's going to be outside in the cold. Something that's very important, because if you look at the top right, underneath the time is the temperature. And temperature is going to be dropping below 0 today, probably. And we really, really don't want that for our peeps. They're going to get really cold. They don't have fires next to their shelters. They'll only have fires inside of the cottages. So definitely want to get that fixed ASAP. Part of that is making sure that they all have clothes, so going around and grabbing all the fiber that I find is actually not a bad idea. Fiber bush is this. All right. So we should have enough to summon a new guy. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we have plenty to summon a new guy. Battle Scarred and Hydration Expert. Retired Bowman and Wildling. Battle Scarred, Hydration Expert. For me, please. Thank you. Get one more Jotun Blood. You can summon another guy. Awesome. Right, let's dump off this egg. Let's dump off this... Actually, the feathers I'm going to take for myself. And then thatch. Let's put this thatch down. Really, really quick. Boom. And we should have enough. Yes, awesome. We do have enough. That is amazing. We can now get the last guy out of that shelter and into a proper bed. Turn this fire on for this guy, because if not, he's going to wake up in the middle of the night because he's got no fire. Yeah, I only have 3 left, so we'll have to get more thatch. Alright, let's go ahead and harvest this guy, see if he gives me another Jotun Blood. That way we have the 5 we need. He did not, unfortunately. It's okay. Am I hitting my my water thing at the same time? That's kind of hilarious if I am. There we go. This also helps with picking stuff up underneath things. A lot of times things will kind of like spawn inside other things, and getting to them can be a pain in the butt. So that's a good change. I'm glad they made that change. The archery range is almost done. Come on, guys, finish it, please. All right. Now, during the wintertime, it's actually a good idea to kind of explore close to home. Really gauge out the area, make sure that you know where everything is. So we know that there's monster up here and a wolf up here. What is to this area? Do we have more monsters and wolves? What do we have? Do we have a Draugr spawner? Do we have a skeleton spawner? Going around and actually making a circle around the area of your village is a good idea, because you'll know what everything is, and you'll still stay close to home for coming back and actually Did I not get my sleep buff? And staying close to home and getting warmth, because warmth is going to be important during the winter. So, come on, guys, finish that archery range, please. Right. So let's go out here. One thing that I did find to try to make sure that our lovely hunters don't take up all of our arrows is to shove his pockets full of crap. Just like grab all the axes that you don't need and shove them in his pocket. And it kind of helps, because now he has a bunch of pockets full of other stuff that he can't do anything with. And so he won't be constantly taking all your arrows. Actually, now that I think about it, I should try to see if I can catch up to him and do that. Where are you, buddy? Where'd you go? Just saw him. Where is he? Okay. What the? That was really weird. No, 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 come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. So you're going to hold on to all of these guys. And you're going to give me all of this because you don't need all those arrows, sir. And okay, for now that's it. I'm going to have to get more stuff to stuff in your pockets. Let me see, what else can I stuff in this guy's pockets? I only had one of those. Hey, the archer range is almost done. The large amount of hose. Should I give them to him? He's going to be our ambulatory storage. Let's harvest this real quick, see if we get the other Jotun blood I'm looking for. Nope. All I got were some measly bones. They could stand to make the range just a tiny bit bigger on this, I think. I don't think that would be harmful in the slightest. Let's make myself some arrows, please. And that is all I could make as far as arrows goes, because feathers are a pain in the butt. Hey, so we now have an archery range, and the archery range is going to work very much the same as the barracks. I'm being distracted right now. Anyway, so it's going to work the same way as the barracks. You can assign up to 3 people. And once you assign 3 people, the same way that you set up the patrol routes for the barrack people, you can set up the patrol routes for the archery range. The only difference now is that whenever you go to set up patrol routes, you're going to notice, if I go here, let's check this, to add a patrol point, you're also going to have the archery range available. And obviously, if they're not an archer, they're not going to be able to work in the archery range. Or they're not going to be able to practice in the archery range. So just keep that in mind. This terraforming that you're seeing here, this kind of cliffside, this can be used to your advantage if you're near a cliff for building defenses. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, there's the last Jotun blood I was looking for. Awesome. Oh, we got a blizzard going on. That is not good. I think we should probably check to make sure that all of our guys have the proper clothes. Compost, yeah, I know. You want compost. Okay. Is that okay? Okay, come here. I'm only going to leave you 2 spots for carrying things. So eventually you're going to have all of these extra things, and you're only going to have 2 spots open available to you, because you don't need to be carrying around anything medium anyway. See how we're doing on clothes. I don't know if everybody has clothes or not. So we definitely got everybody. Everybody seems to have no, not everybody has shirts. That's not a good thing. They tend to only go and grab they tend to only go and grab stuff when they're cold. So that might be part of the reason why. Oh man, the stash of food, it's amazing. We're going to be entering the winter with a lot of food. And that is awesome. So we did that winter prep just in time to yep, indigestion cure. Just in time. I need knives to work. You do. Come here. You also need to not take up all the arrows, so we're going to continue to stash your pockets with crap. As a matter of fact, here, you can have this hammer too. There you go. Oh wait, no, that's your slot for your knife. Alright, let me go... Here, have this knife. There, you can go work. Let's go make some more clothes. We need to make more clothes, even if I have to do it myself. Because if not, our guys are going to freeze. Go ahead and put these back. What else don't I have on me? I have my big club, I have my small club. Oh, I need a pickaxe, and I need an axe. Okay, those are the other things I was missing. Alright. So having to do some stuff manually is just par for the course, because if not, your guys are going to get very, very cold, and they're going to get very, very hurt. So, can we craft more of this? We can. Not very much more, but we can. You feel your strength increasing. Come here. What do you got? Battle Scarred, Hydration Expert, Steadfast Resolve, Resilient Surge. You have all positives, which is just insane to me. Holy cannolis. I have one woodcutter. Maybe... Should I make you the archer? You don't have any archery experience or any archery positives, so... I will make you the nighttime woodcutter. How about that? Let's load, night, apply, and then we're going to give you a home very soon. Embla, you are during the day. That's great. So now we have a nighttime woodcutter as well. Excuse me. Some random tuft of feathers? What the... What? Okay. It's not weird at all. Let's get you some beds. Or get you a bed, rather. You need a place to work, builder? Here, I got a place to work for you. I need you to set up... where am I going to put it? Actually, right here. Right here should be perfectly fine, I hope. It's probably going to come back to bite me in the butt later. There you go. You got a place to work now. Oh man, I'm getting really cold. It's not exactly great. Let's light this fire and light the other one as well. That way these guys have a place to come in and warm up. Okay. But yeah, so as you can see, this is going to be our progress for quite some time. We're going to be hunting around for more Jotun blood. Summoning for another person. Nocturnal Resilience is good. Night Shadow. So Nocturnal Resilience just makes them endure cold at night. Night Shadow makes them excel at the nighttime. So, there we go. I need to get more fiber. Which... Man, this fiber crap is having a bit of a struggle, eh? You have the fiber on you, maybe? I haven't gone through people's inventories in a while, so I don't know if people are hiding away a bunch of stuff they don't need to have. Okay, you're good. Yeah. Okay, are you sleeping now? I feel like you're probably asleep. Let me see. Yeah, he probably is. Probably went to bed. Let's see. Here's Ake. Alright, and you only have 2 slots? That's perfect. You are doing perfect, my man. Okay. We're going to leave it just like that. Now you're not going to have all the damn arrows. So when my archers come through, I'll be able to give them some arrows. I might have to build a fire over here so that they can continue to work without issues. Because right now... What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I'm gonna build that fire for me, guys. You sure? It's on me? Yeah, it's on me. Everybody, at least a shirt, you know? Alright. What's going on? Storage space is full? That's fine, man. I am A-okay with that. So, probably in the next few guys that I summon, we're going to summon them to do workshop work. To have at least 2 people working the workshop, one during the day, one at night. And the next guy will be working on the food. That way we can have somebody during the day and somebody at night. And then the next 3 people will probably be for the archery range. Well, that's assuming they have the qualifications. That's important. If they don't have the qualifications, then it's no use putting them there. But yeah, that'll do it for today. We've kind of done almost exactly what you would do from now on. We've set up some winterization. We've set up an automation of getting some clothes going. That way your guys can, you know, have a easier winter to deal with. We've looked at work schedules. We've checked out the archery range, which works almost exactly the same as the barracks, except they use different weapons. The only thing we haven't talked about is setting up heavy linen for your what do you call it? For your warriors. But that's something that, you know, once you have the materials, you can start building that. I would suggest building that by hand first until you have all your warriors with that heavy linen, and then switching up to make that automatically, okay? And then we've talked about exploring and going around and tagging things, you know, so there's going to be a wolf thing up here, there's going to be a monster thing up here, that way you can see them on the map whenever you mouse. It's like, oh yeah, there's the wolf and the monster spawners. Going around, grabbing more Jotun blood, continuing to try to keep this thing running at all times. All that stuff is stuff we've talked about. Hopefully soon we're going to be getting some more what do you call it going? So we do have off-season crops, which we should change. So garlic and onions do not grow in the wintertime. Beetroot grows in the wintertime. That's pretty much all that grows in the wintertime. Beetroot and flax. So we're going to switch to beetroot. And save. And then this will continue to be flax, just because that's what's needed. So, don't mind if I do. Yep, now you have a place to put all that food. But yeah, if I don't stop here, I'm going to continue playing. So I'm going to stop here. And see you guys in the next one, where we'll talk about the tiering system, which is getting into iron tools. And that's going to require us to find a cave. So that's why exploration is so important, and actually going out and looking around your island, because we need to find a cave. That's the only way that we're going to be able to get the iron we need, or the iron ore, to process iron. All right. So the next time we'll be talking about some more of these advanced guys, like the coal maker, and once you build a coal maker, the bloomery will open up. And the way you get that is by building a cave entrance in the cave and stuff like that, okay? We also are going to talk about the kennel and getting a little wolf pup, which you can assign to guard things. So, anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Bye for now.